Hey, welcome back everyone. Jim from Mohawk 6 Media here. I just want to do a quick video on some of the stuff that I choose for my nutrition. Some people might not know I used to weigh 243 pounds. I lost about 35 pounds at my leanest, and now I'm back up to about 215-ish pounds. But I'm healthy, I'm happy, I feel great. I think I look okay. You know, my wife says I do. But just a quick video, and all this stuff you could buy pretty much at any supermarket. I shop at Walmart, and it's an easy way to meet your protein macros. So the main thing I did when I was losing weight is I would just eat at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So when I weighed 243, I had to eat 243 grams of protein every day. And this is kind of the best stuff that I found to hit those. So if you're on the go and you work in an office, something like this, these Tyson frozen chicken bites. Chicken has a ton of protein. It has this for one serving has 110 calories and 19 grams of protein. So it's over 20% of the calories are from protein, which is a great source. And the great thing about these is you can microwave them. So if you work in an office or you're on the go, throw it in the microwave with some shredded cheddar cheese and one of those bagged vegetable things, and you're ready to go. Another one I just found today was fully cooked frozen chicken breast at Walmart. This thing was like $1 or something. I gotta check my receipt actually, but 23 grams of protein in just this thing, and it's 110 calories. Also microwavable, so if you're on the go, it's another great thing to just keep, like I said, in your car. So if you're like me, I'm lazy. I don't really like to meal prep all that much because it's a lot of work, but I do have a trick for that as well, which I'll talk about in a minute. A few other things, like I said, so I work primarily from home, so this kind of fits to my lifestyle, but some lean ground bison. Bison's really good because it has a ton of protein. This one has 23 grams of protein. It's 190 calories per serving. This one has 4 servings in. I usually do about 8 ounces of bison with my meal for lunch. And then grass-fed ground beef. Yep, sorry about that. 19 grams of protein and 280 calories. So this one's a little bit higher, but it's nice to change it up. I spent about a year just predominantly eating chicken, and I can tell you it gets really old really fast. Another one from Walmart is the tilapia, just a fish. It's a white fish, nice and flaky. It doesn't have that nasty fishy taste. 4 ounces of it is 90 calories and it has 20 grams of protein. So the highest concentration of protein per for the animals is always going to be fish per calories. Sorry. So fish is great. I believe you can microwave these as well, but I wouldn't really recommend it. So if you do work from home or if you want something nice and quick for dinner, you thaw these out before you go to work. I've thawed them out in the microwave before, throw them on the skillet and they're fine. I've also just thrown them in there frozen and they come out just fine. So some of the other things I really enjoyed, chicken thighs. So I'll show you this is my meal prep for the week. So all I'm gonna do is just take a standard packet of chicken thighs. This one weighs 3.5 pounds. I'm gonna throw it in a crock pot for about 5 hours with some garlic herb seasoning, a little bit of adobo, and let it sit. That's it. I don't mix it, I don't touch it. If it's a little, so the reason I like the chicken thighs in the crock pot is because they won't dry out like chicken breast will. So just throwing in the seasoning and stuff like that, you can throw a little water or maybe a little chicken broth in there to just make sure they come out nice and juicy, but it works out really well. And like I said, that's 3.5 pounds. If I eat 8 ounces a day for lunch, I have about 6.5 days worth of lunches right there. So that, and then you're always going to want to get a quality protein. I'm not sponsored by any of these. I have like 20 subscribers. So this is the latest protein I have, Ladder, and it's the chocolate protein. This one has 140 calories, 1 gram of fat, less than a gram of sugar, and 26 grams of protein. I mixed 2 scoops of this in water and it tastes like hot chocolate. So that was really fantastic. But the biggest thing when you're trying to hit your protein goals is figuring out what you can actually eat to maximize your protein intake. This doesn't mean just increase your protein intake a little bit by maybe having a protein shake, or especially stay away from like protein bars or any of that like health junk food that you'll see on the shelves of your local store. Some of them are pretty good, like the Quest chips are definitely decent. They have a pretty high amount of protein, but it's not something you want to eat every single day. So try to stick with whole foods. I try to stick with animal protein as my main source of protein. If you're a vegan, I'm sorry, this isn't a vegan channel, so I got nothing for you. But yeah, so let me know what you think. If you guys have any other tips, like I said, with these, especially for on the go, if you're gonna be making your meal at the office, you could bring 2 or 3 bags of these in at the beginning of the week, maybe not 3, but and then just portion out about 8 ounces. That's usually what I do. If you're, you know, a female, maybe 150 pounds, maybe you only need about 4 or 5 ounces. The other thing I highly recommend is get a digital scale. This thing is phenomenal. It shows me how much everything weighs, and on this one, you could actually, it'll actually show you the macro breakdown of all the different foods that you could pick. But if you have a good app on your phone, that really takes the cake for that. So a lot of people use MyFitnessPal. I use Nutritionix, it's called, and I'll try to link it in my bio if I can. Again, I'm pretty new at this, so excuse me. But using that app to track your protein intake is really valuable. So let me know if this helps. If you guys have any questions about other stuff that I eat, I'll try to post some more stuff. The other one I didn't have listed here, excuse me one sec. This is one of my all-time favorite breakfast foods, alfresco sweet apple chicken sausage. It claims that it's you know, minimally processed, no artificial ingredients. Great, sure. I don't know about you, I don't always trust companies, but anyway, so it's 120 calories for 1 link, and it has 12 grams of protein, so it hits that 20% mark of protein to calories right on the thing. And like I said, they have a ton of different flavors. I just happen to really like the sweet apple one, mixed with 2 eggs and some low-fat cheddar cheese in the morning for an omelet. I've been eating that for probably close to 2 years now, and I love it. I haven't gotten sick of it yet, so that's really good. But again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll post some more stuff like this. I'm gonna put some fitness content up there as soon as I can. I work at a like a conventional gym, and I always get a little awkward when I go to start filming myself at the gym because there's other people around. I don't want them to be in it, and I don't want them staring at me. I don't want them judging me, I guess. I do have a video I'm gonna post that just some like a nice arm finisher for you guys, but yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. If there's any questions, let me know. The only thing I really tend to stay away from for animal protein is pork. That and turkey sauce, turkey bacon. So if you look at the contents of turkey bacon, I think it has like 2 grams of protein, and it has a lot more cholesterol, and calories aren't too high, but you'd have to eat quite a bit of it to hit like your protein macros. So for me, I would stick with about 40 grams of protein per meal, and I would have 3 whole meals a day and then 2 to 3 protein shakes a day for me to hit my 240 grams of protein. So like I said, please read the label on all the food that you get. My kids always make fun of me because it takes me forever to shop, but I have to know what the breakdown is before I get it. Because like I said, there's a lot of advertising out there that will say like keto friendly, or, you know, protein pancakes or oatmeal or whatever it is. Actually read the content. If it has a ton of sugar in it, it's not worth getting. It's just gonna offset it with all the sugar. So look for whole food ingredients, whole foods that have a high concentration of protein. This doesn't mean you have to be religious about it. I've had the high protein, low calorie ice cream before, and that's really good as a treat, but it's about consistency and discipline. So eating that stuff every day, probably not the best for you, okay? But once in a while, great. If you watch any of my gaming content, I'm drinking beer most of the time. I'm playing with my friends on Warzone. But to maintain the lifestyle I want, to maintain the weight I want, this is the stuff that I usually eat. So make the decision for yourself on your goal weight and what you're willing to do to get to that weight. And hopefully with some help from me and some other help from other great creators out there, you can get to that. Again, let me know, like and share the video if you enjoyed this. And yeah, thanks for coming.